The issues between 50 Cent and Diddy keep trending, and 50 Cent isn't letting up. He's probably the greatest troll in the hip hop history ever. And we all know it. And we all seen what 50 Cent has done to people like Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather and the others. But for whatever reason, he doesn't like Diddy. I don't know why, but this isn't the first time that 50 has come after Diddy. Remember this clip here?
No. Like he called, we should kick it on telephone and to me.
Right.
And it be like, matter of fact, that they send me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the jaw saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Oh, you kidding me up?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Phil.
all that. And I didn't even I called I said, yo, you this girl, like you really like you like her like that? And he was like, yeah, that's my girl. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send you something. You look at it, you call me back. Oh, I sent him the photos, the pictures and everything. And then he called back and was like, yo, thanks, man. Yo, I really appreciate that. Yo, where you get these shit from? And I said, like, because they know, like, if something crazy is going on.
So that's the beginning of the situation and in the beef. But I want to talk about something else. 50 Cent is trying to force Diddy like out of the industry. And even Charlemagne the God is even talking about how he's doing it.
Back to that 50 Cent post. And I'm going to tell you why 50 is literally is a diabolical genius. And he's first of all, you can read 48 Laws of Power and all of that stuff like that. You can read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, but it got to be in you. 50, he posts Diddy reportedly takes temporary leave as chairman of revolt amid sexual assault lawsuits. 50 says, I'll buy that from you, Playboy, for the low, because you know Cadillac and AT&T gonna pull out.
Those are the sponsors, I presume?
Yes. I'll give you a few dollars for it now. Sell it to me, then we can be friends. I'm serious. Call my phone. Why do y'all think that was a genius thing to post?
He's basically telling Cadillac and AT&T to pull out?
And telling people who the sponsors are. So if they want to harass Cadillac and AT&T, that'll happen.
And once the money comes out,
it's a wrap. It's a wrap. This guy, man. This guy
50's not to be.
No, don't.
50's not to be fucked.
If y'all don't even fifth
play around if you want to.
That's right. 50 Cent even wants him to sell, Revolt to him. But this is the most interesting thing that I've seen so far. That is 50 Cent photoshopping R. Kelly's face onto Diddy and trying to make a documentary of surviving Diddy. Now, people think that this is trolling, and it is true, and it is very entertaining, but I kind of want to give my 2 cents to why this is happening. Storytime music! So guys, first of all, let me just say this. The music industry is cutthroat, entertainment in general. And I feel like when you are a terrible person and people hate you, this is what they're gonna do. And in my honest opinion, this is what I'm thinking is really happening with Diddy. Diddy has so many enemies over the years. And it's not just with women, it's just with men. And I know that, Diddy and 50 Cent are battling each other in the industry. I don't ever see 50 Cent coming after somebody like Jay-Z. I don't see him coming after Russell Simmons. I don't see him coming after Dr. Dre, even though Dr. Dre helped him get on. I don't see him coming after Pharrell or people like Cash Money or, Drake. I see him coming after Diddy. But why is that? And I believe because Diddy has been such a bad person forever that people are just tired of the guy. And this is something that I want people to really understand in business. In business, it's one thing to gain money. That's one thing. But to be an asshole and to destroy people's lives like Diddy has is another. And when you're that kind of person, you got to expect that when it's your time to get that work, you're going to get it. And we've all heard about even R. Kelly. Storytime music again. Now, when I was in high school, we all know about R. Kelly and that alleged tape that he had with people who were underage. And everybody knew about R. Kelly, the Aaliyah thing. When I was in middle school, I heard rumors about R. Kelly messing with underage girls. It was something that was even pre the internet, before people were really on the internet talking about it. And R. Kelly kept doing that for years and years and years and years and years. And then he never stopped. He just kept going on until somebody forced him to stop. And one of the things I've noticed about a lot of these guys in the music industry is that once they started getting a lot of money, some people really made the changeover, like Jay-Z. Jay-Z was Rockefeller, still kind of Marcy Projects kind of guy. Then we see him make the change to like hanging out with Warren Buffett and people like that, wearing suits, being the more executive kind of person. We've seen it with 50 Cent, G-Unit, and then he made a lateral move into power in those kind of episodes. I think Black Mafia, the other episode he has right now, BMF, things like that, make a lateral move. You even see it with T.I., the rebrand. Now T.I. went from, rapping the hood stuff and then to the VH1 reality show, comedy. But Diddy, he's also made the moves, but his behavior has still been the same. And in the 90s, and I keep telling guys, you can get away with that stuff back in the 90s. That was okay. In the 90s, it was never okay, but it was more acceptable. White people were doing it, Asians were doing it, blacks were doing it. In these industries, everybody was doing it. The cocaine parties, you had the drugs, every group was going under. Harvey Weinstein was Jewish, he went under, right? Bill Cosby went under. But the reality is that because you had so much money and you felt like these girls couldn't say anything, you used your advantage because you had so much power in the industry. And entertainment is one of those industries where it's not regulated. And you have a lot of power and entertainment because you could just call somebody and ruin their career, or you can shelve somebody's career. So people were afraid of Diddy when it came to that, until he never expected it today. Now, all these ladies are coming out saying these things about this guy, especially non-black women. I keep telling guys that once you go that road and you think you're a black guy and you have money and you're dealing with people who are not black, they're going to come after you. And unfortunately, Diddy has to pay back for all of those wicked things he's done, not only into the industry, but to the ladies. Because why? He never made the change. He didn't make those behavior changes. Firstly, if you have those kind of dominant problems, beating on people problems, look, you got to get that personal help quickly. Check yourself, get into anger management. But you can't be doing the same thing you were doing in the 90s, in 2010s and 2020s, and expect that nobody's going to tell. And now that people been knowing about this stuff, people are vindicated. Now folks want you out of the industry. So now 50 Cent is asking for Cadillac to give up its membership or this sponsorship. Now it's asking for, all these other companies to give up its sponsorship to Diddy because, hey, they want Diddy out. And Diddy has been doing the same thing to people all the time. Do you know how many careers Diddy has ruined and how many folks he's ruined? So it's payback. And you never think about it's going to be your time one day, but it is. And that is why it is so important to notice how you do treat people. We don't think about the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. But let me tell you something. When you are a person that has so much power, so much money, you end up getting around a whole lot of yes men, people who sing your praise all the time. And if they don't capitulate, then you start trying to intimidate people. It's always going to be somebody you can't intimidate. In Diddy's case, 50 Cent is a guy he could never intimidate, no matter how much he tried. And now 50 don't have nothing to lose. He not gonna send no goons after 50 because 50 got goons. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna send no goons after Suge if Suge was out because Suge got goons. So it's always gonna be somebody there that's gonna come with you to that same energy and be willing to deal with you accordingly. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.